What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Sports Time with Andre. I'm your host, Andre, and Sports Time with Andre is on the ATP Network. ATP Network, we everywhere. We all over the damn place. This is a segment I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna see how it pans out views wise. If it don't do good views wise, or I'm just ain't feeling this no more, I won't do it anymore. But I'll do it for a few times, and if you continue to see me doing it, obviously it's a success. So, you know, shout out to the co-founder. She right. Hey, we ain't gotta be serious all the time. It's a time to, talk about things non-politics related. Even though everything is political, like people don't want to believe that or not, it is. Sports is political too. But it is what it is. Um, on the bottom of the ticker, follow us on Twitter. The ATP Network Twitter account right there, ATP Network 247, and also to like the video if you haven't done so, like it now. Greatly appreciate it. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah. So I'm gonna talk about a few topics, but this one right here, man. Everybody and their mama's talking about this fight. A lot of people saying that hey, the NBA has gotten soft. Players, they are friends with each other. They hold hands. All on different teams. They hold hands, sing by the fire, and all that shit. But I don't know, man. Like this Pistons team in particular, like Pistons. If you haven't not into sports, Pistons have been a bad team for a very long time. I think since shit, hell, 2019, the last time they made the playoffs, which is a long time. I mean, they had it up and down years, but they've been bad. But remember last year, if you were a sports fan, like remember they lost 26, 27 straight games or something like that. So yeah, I think a lot of this energy and anger is perpetuated towards them. Fuel for motivation. And a lot of people calling them the bad boys 2.0. Nah, it ain't the bad boys 2.0 now. It ain't gonna never be another bad boy Pistons team like that. I mean, like them. Like that team was bad. Like I hate to use this word, but they were some thugs, man. They was thugs. They didn't take no shit. Like they used to throw superstar players on the ground. They thought, man, you fuck with them, they'll fuck you up. So yeah. So this video I got from Chaz NBA, so YouTube channel. Um, this fight was crazy. Man. I think DiVincenzo and another player got into it, but I'm finna play it and give my thoughts on it. Here we go.
Isaiah Stewart had a brief exchange after the throwdown from Rudy Gobert. Stewart walks right in DiVincenzo's direction, says something here, a little bump.
Good point.
Man, DiVincenzo has some nuts out of sight. Now, this guy gonna bump into Isaiah Stewart, the same Isaiah Stewart that almost fucking wanted to mollywop LeBron James ass 3 or 4 years ago. Like you're getting into a guy that has obviously he has anger issues. Like you're a fucking savage, man. But let me continue.
Hello. Playoff intensity early in this ball game. DiVincenzo disrespected Fontecchio, picks up the offensive foul. And now, again, a shoving match once again. Stewart, it's too bad because he does so many positive things out there for the Pistons, offensively and defensively.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player. Good fake.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Here we go.
Man, oh, come on now.
Oh, my God. Man, that poor cameraman. Oh, my God. That cameraman getting crushed by those tall-ass, big-ass players, man. Oh, my God. If I'm that cameraman, I'm seeking retribution. I ain't going to lie to you. Holy shit. Let me let it continue. Like, it's wild.
Big-time brawl now in the front row.
Gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
You got to stay out of the crowd. This is not good.
This has been building on the last handful of possessions.
One thing that's crazy about this is like this didn't start over that hard foul. Like they was chirping at each other way before that altercation happened. So yeah, like man, I'm telling y'all, man, hey, the Pistons, man, they might make a run. I mean, like they started off sluggish, but that's one thing about the NBA though. The NBA. The problem with the NBA is, in my eyes, is that they don't market these small market teams like they do the Lakers or the Knicks or the Celtics or even the Warriors to a certain extent. Like somebody said, they have to market the Warriors by force because Curry on there, right? But I'm just saying, it's like why not Kate Cunningham? Why not market him? He's the star on the Pistons. Why not market Anthony Edwards more? Even though the people say Anthony Edwards might be the best player in the league in the future, like the small market teams, man, need some love too. Like everybody talking about this. Like nobody was talking about the NBA until tonight. Well, besides the Luka and LeBron trade, which I'm gonna get my thoughts about towards the end of this. But like, bro, like, come on, man. The NBA marketing strategy is tanking. But let me continue.
Naz Reid had taken exception to Holland and was wagging a finger in his face. This crowd who braved the cold and the snow on its feet applauding the intensity. The Timberwolves finally showing some fight in this ball game. And the officials are going to have a lot to look at as you look at DiVincenzo's neck.
The coaches are getting into it. The coaches are literally fighting with each other now, too. JB Bickerstaff getting in.
I think JB Bickerstaff got ejected. He did. Oh my god. Damn, man, the damn coach is getting to it. Yeah, it got fucking real, bro. It got real. Like, to be honest, like this is what the NBA has missed. I think going back to their roots. Look, I get it. Like the NBA, the country climate we live in. Like we live in a racist ass country, so when they see a bunch of black folks fighting, they call that shit thugs, and all that shit, all that stereotypical shit they think of black men in particular. But this time, DiVincenzo escalated the tension, and DiVincenzo's a white boy, so yeah, you can't say, well, you can call DiVincenzo a thug, but from what I see is that, hey, everybody want a piece of the action, no matter what color creed you is. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, and I'm gonna talk about
into it with Pablo Prigioni. I mean, this is ridiculous. And they're both wearing black, so you can't tell who is who. I don't think I've ever seen that before, Michael. I don't think I've ever seen a big melee like this, and then have the coaches both getting into fights as well. This is crazy. Ron Holland was an instigator too. Like he was really hot. You're right. These referees are going to have a lot to sort out. This is going to take a while.
Did you see the scratch on the neck?
The Piston coaches didn't help the situation at all, in my estimation. They all came running over there.
One hard foul. That did not start nothing. The DiVincenzo didn't.
Just looks like a regular foul by Holland, but Naz Reid
plays under review for an altercation.
Yeah, Naz Reid was just pouring. DiVincenzo the one started pushing Shelvin. Damn.
So
man, white boy had his ass though. So yeah, man, I'm done with that clip. Like it just goes on to say who got ejected or not. But I'm just saying, like NBA, man, like. I know y'all don't want fighting, which is fine. Like, but again, like you need to market these small market teams. Like, talk about the Pistons season. Talk about Timberwolves ain't really playing to have a down year, but they still contending contending in the playoffs. Like, talk about these small market teams, man. That's why the NBA ratings are down. They're not talking about Shea Giggles Alexander. They're not talking about the Cavaliers, even though the Cavaliers slipping a little bit, but they'll be alright. Like, hey, it's an 82 game season. Like, shit happens. Players get injured. When you damn near clinch the playoff seed in January or February, like you kind of lose focus. Like you can't lose focus because when you lose focus, like it's hard to gain focus back. I think they'll happen with a lot of these teams that have surprising seasons. I think they win a lot of games and they start feeling their fifis a little bit. Then they fucking turn around and like how you say it? They lose that I lose confidence, but they feel themselves too much. Like I said, feel their fifis too much. That's what I get from it. But yeah, man, like like hey, Pierce is showing a little bit of that bad boy feel, but they're not the bad boys. So yeah, let's get that out the way. All right, guys. So on to the next. So all right, guys. Second topic I want to talk about here is my Pittsburgh Steelers. Lord have mercy. God. I got a lot to say about the Steelers, man, in particular, but like I guess based on what I'm hearing is that Aaron Rodgers is leaning towards the Steelers or the Vikings, which I think he'll be a better fit for the Vikings in my estimation. I think I guess I think the way they play, their offense, fits him more than the Steelers. Like Steelers, I think because of our offensive coordinator, like inconsistency. We really don't have an offensive identity. Like, Najee Harris was white. Right. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Najee Harris saying it, but he wasn't lying. Like, we didn't have no offensive identity. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers at 40 will bring that to the Steelers. And so, anyway, enough of me rambling. It says, this is from Yahoo Sports. It says, Mike Tomlin on Aaron Rodgers' visit with Steelers. We had a very productive day. Now, does that mean will he sign with the Steelers? We don't know. I mean, the Steelers don't need Aaron Rodgers. The Steelers need a talented quarterback that we can build off of. Ever since Big Ben Roethlisberger retired, Steelers they just couldn't find a quarterback. Even Mike Tomlin told the Steelers hierarchy, like, hey, maybe we need to draft Jalen Hurts. You know, then with being retired, we'll have another quarterback to build and win championships. But the Rooney family don't know what in the fuck are they doing. They just like I get it. They father. He made the Steelers what they are. But again, it's like because your father ran it right, doesn't mean the kids will run it right, and they're not running it right. Like Mike Tomlin even said himself. I give Mike Tomlin a lot of shit. A lot of people give him credit for not having a losing season, which don't mean shit. My thing is, like, if you can win 10, 11 games each year, but goddamn, we lose in a fucking wild card. Like, they're not good. Like, coaches get fired for having winning records and losing in the playoffs. Like, but anyway, like, we should have drafted a young quarterback, and I think the Steelers wouldn't be in this mess. Like, we wouldn't have to be like rely on Aaron Rodgers to sign with us, which like Aaron Rodgers, let's not forget he tore his Achilles year before last. So he, like the Achilles injury is really take a toll kind of injury. It takes a toll on you, especially an older quarterback. It ain't like he was young and he tore it. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this. Um, it says there's one more big name free agent quarterback left on the market and one competitive NFL team that could see really use his services. I don't believe that, but okay. If Aaron Rodgers is going to play in 2025, the Pittsburgh Steelers appear to be his most likely destination. Rodgers and the Steelers met Friday and had a really productive day, Mike Tomlin said. Tomlin was asked about the visit during the NFL annual owners meeting, in which started Sunday and ran through Wednesday. Tomlin said it was nice to get to know Aaron Rodgers better, but said there was no update on signing the veteran quarterback. But my thing is, like, the guy visited the facility to talk about what? Like, like, see, Aaron Rodgers is really fucking us up for years ago. If Aaron Rodgers don't sign with the Steelers, we're fucked. We are fucked. Like, now I'm hearing um Steelers got a couple of more quarterbacks they potentially could sign if Aaron Rodgers is gonna go through. But I'm like, bro, we let Russell Wilson slip through the cracks, and we let fucking Justin Fields go. Like, that was a big mistake. Justin Fields was playing decent. I mean, he wasn't, he Justin Fields is not going to be an elite quarterback, but at least you could win with him. You put a good O line around him, you know, um, and stuff like that. Like, he's a good scrambler. He needs to throw better, but like, he needs to learn how to throw more down the field. But again, it's like Justin Fields still young. Like, that's what I'm saying, young quarterback. And Russell Wilson is a veteran quarterback. He's older. As I said, keep Justin Fields. Then if the Aaron Rodgers shit don't fall through, then you have Justin Fields to rely on. But God, still, it's just I just don't know, man. Um, it says he's a free agent. As you guys know, he came to visit last Friday. We really had a very productive day. He's been in this thing a long time. I've been in this thing a long time, but there's no substitute for intimacy and spending time together and getting to know one another in a non-competitive environment. So that was really good, but I don't have any new updates on terms of where the process is. We'll see where it leads us. Oh God, another winning season. What? Let me see, 9-8 with a with no either playoff game or fucking wild card loss. The Steelers are in the market for a starting quarterback, with losing both Justin Fields and Russell Wilson in free agency. Fields signed a 2-year deal with the New York Jets. Wilson joined the New York Giants on a 1-year deal. The Steelers signed a new quarterback already this season, bringing back Mason Rudolph. Oops, I said Kenny Pickett, didn't I? Sorry about that. Mason Rudolph. Jeez Louise. Um, Rudolph currently sits atop the team depth chart. Rodgers, 41, coming off a season when he threw 28 touchdowns against 11 interceptions with the Jets, which is not Aaron Rodgers like. The team went 5-12 under Rodgers and released the quarterback this month. Yeah, the guy threw 28 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. That's not Aaron Rodgers' game. Maybe I need to pull up his stats or something like that. Yeah, like, but the Steelers going to win a Super Bowl when he plays like that. Like, a lot of people say, well, Aaron Rodgers didn't have a good team around him. Well, he had some good players around him. It just didn't pan out. But anyway, it says, would the Steelers sign Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers reportedly had a throwing session with the new Steelers wire DK Metcalf over the weekend, according to Mike Garofalo of the NFL Network. While Tomlin indicated a contract was still up in the air, that he could be assigned, Rodgers is at least considering to join the Steelers, despite the position being unsettled. Tomlin didn't seem too concerned about the team's current quarterback situation. He told reporters he feels comfortable with things being up in the air right now. I'm really comfortable with the process unsettled at this time of year, to be quite honest with you. But it's a talent acquisition. We got two means of acquiring talent. In free agency and the direct draft, we multitask. We do both. Those needs that we feel in free agency, we do so there, and what we don't, we fulfill it in the draft. So I just learned over the years what this time of year, although day to day can be somewhat uncomfortable, it's a process. So, um, so yeah, man. Basically, I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. Like, we might sign them, we might not. Um, if we don't sign them, then we'll just look for other options, which, at least if you resign either Fields or Russell Wilson, at least they know the offense, know the personnel. Like, and then you got DK Metcalf in free agency, which was a shocker. Well, in a trade, they didn't sign him. He got traded to the Steelers from the Seahawks. But yeah, like, I mean, Mason Rudolph is not going to lead us to a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers will not lead us to a Super Bowl. Like, this is a waste of time. Steelers should have kept Justin Fields, drafted a quarterback. They could have still drafted a quarterback. So it'll be Fields, Rudolph, and another quarterback. Sanders, Miro. I'm not sold on Miro, even though I'm an Alabama fan. Like, Miro should have played college football for one more year. I think he's gonna regret that. Yeah, I think he can't, come back. No, he can't come back. Once you declare, you can't come back. But yeah, um, the Steelers just don't. The Steelers does, man. Like we can't say we got 6 rings forever, man. Like, that's getting old. Like, we need some new hardware. And signing a age quarterback with had a significant injury a couple years back, not a good idea. All right, guys. This is the final story I'm gonna talk about since it's the first episode. If you still watching at this point, greatly appreciate it. Like the video, helps us out in the algorithm. Don't cost you nothing. So yeah, Final Four. This is from ESPN. I'm gonna talk about 4 teams and who I think will make it to I'll make it to the championship. And yeah, I'm not really. I ain't gonna lie, act like I'm a college football fanatic. I'm not. Like, I'm more of an NBA guy, but college football college basketball. I'm sorry, guys. I said college football. College basketball towards the end of the year is very, very, very more entertaining. Like, um, so yeah. It says, excuse me, yeah. It says the Florida Gators and Auburn Tigers will open the semifinal action Saturday, followed by Houston and Duke. Let's see, Florida versus Auburn. Um, I think I think Auburn will edge Florida. From what I see, Auburn is more disciplined. Um, I think they're more disciplined in my eyes. I think in order to win these type of games, these high stake Final Four in the championship, like, you gotta, one simple mistake, one simple mess up, man. Like, you can kiss winning a goodbye. Like it one and done. Like, this one thing I think that will make college basketball March Madness, because the suspense of it. Like, yeah, you can win, what, 28, 29 games, and then you make it to this point, and all of that work you put in on the off season and all of that progress you made during the season can fly out the window. So yeah, like, I know I'm old, but I'm thinking about the Fab Five. Like, when Chris Webber took a timeout, I guess he didn't know that they ran out of timeouts, and it was a technical foul. So, like, see, stuff like that, could cost you. Like, it could change your legacy forever. So, and then millions of people watching, because college basketball is kicking the NBA's ratings ass. But now let's check out the other team. Houston and Duke. Duke is known for their basketball prowess. I gotta pick Duke. Over Houston. I mean, Houston gonna put up a good fight, but Duke, yeah, man, like, just, the prestige, discipline, it's just the little things, man. It's always the tangibles that help you win. Now, if Duke's be slipping, Houston could beat them. Like, like, any team is beatable. Like, I need to say that. Like, any team could get beat on any given night. It's just how your mentality come into the game. Um, it's just how you approach the game, how you come into it. You come into it with purpose or fervor, or you come into it thinking you're gonna win and you get your ass mollywopped. So I picked Duke and Auburn in the Final Four. To be in the national championship, and then the winner, I guess, will be Duke. I think I picked Duke to win the championship. I think, again, like I said, prestige. Like, I think Auburn. Auburn had a good season. You know, uh, I'm an Alabama fan. I prefer Alabama to be in the national championship, but it is what it is. I think Alabama got humbled. I think they smelt their Fifi, like I said, smelt their Fifis. They were feeling themselves too much, and Duke set them straight because Duke beat them by 20. It shows you, man. Like, it's just a learning curve. Like, you got to build from this. So I picked Duke to win the championship. When the Final Four starts this weekend, I will talk about it. Play highlights of it, stuff like that, because I gotta watch out for copyright stuff. So yeah, man. I hope this show will be a success. Trying to get new subscribers to come to the network. These won't be live. These will be, I will record them and post them on here. So yeah, man. That's my thoughts. The Detroit Pistons, man. Like, I kind of like the bad boy mentality. They're not the bad boys, but I like it, man. Hey, don't take no shit. Hey, coming from losing 26 straight games to now, might be the fourth seed in the Eastern Conference. Like, who would thought that? Um, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, like, the Steelers don't need Aaron Rodgers. We need a young quarterback, a Justin Fields, and a quarterback we draft. That's what we need. We need to build off that. But I get, if you're a DK Metcalf, you need somebody with more experience to throw you the football. I get that too. I guess I would be surprised if DK Metcalf, because they said Rodgers and DK Metcalf was, throwing the ball, that was out there, Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball to him and stuff like that. So yeah, man. And then I heard that Rodgers might not make his decision until after the NFL draft, which is 2 weeks from now. So suspense, man. As a Steelers fan, it's real, and I picked Duke to win the national championship. So, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. So, all right, guys, that's the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and hopefully, I will make another one in the future. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. Peace out.